I have currently developed a theory that Batgirl is stuck in an abyss, of which she will probably never come out. So WB makes a whole lot of horrible decisions with their characters and whatever, which I guess legally their decisions to make. But when you want money, what the fuck is wrong with you? So Batgirl was not allowed on Titans because they had plans for that character. But now we have WB saying that making a Batgirl movie is a risky decision. So DC's going to have 4 movies a year and 2 movies on HBO Max. That's cool, but under risky characters, which shows a lack of faith in their properties, they said a Batgirl movie and a Static movie. Static Shock. Static Shock seems risky to me, but Batgirl? She could headline her own movies. Easy. And make a lot of money. Easy. But DC doesn't have any faith in that. So, Batgirl can't be on a TV show because she's a movie character. She can't be on a movie because she's too risky. Just think about that real quick. That means her character currently resides in an abyss. An endless abyss, of which there is no return. Look, they keep mismanaging the fuck out of things. The whole point of the DC Universe is, hey look, we have TV shows and movies that you can't get anywhere else. We couldn't possibly put this on the CW. And then they come out with Titans and Doom Patrol, and why the fuck not? Sure, it's R-rated as fuck, right? You got a little bit of nudity every now and then. You got a lot of swearing and violence. Censor those elements. The fuck is the difference? You censor those elements, which would actually be better for the shows, in my opinion. What's the difference? I don't think the CW is doing things better, and maybe those wouldn't necessarily be better for the shows, but one thing that was headlined and memed was the "fuck Batman" line from the pilot, or maybe not pilot, but the premiere episode. Yo, what the fuck? Batman's fine. He's like their biggest character, so he can be in a movie, but not a TV show, which I still think is dumb. Superman is like, he's also the Trinity, part of the Trinity, so he'll get his movies, but apparently he can also get a TV show. But he wasn't allowed to be used on DC Universe or HBO Max as far as I'm aware. Instead, he's going to be on the CW. So again, why the fuck am I paying? Why the fuck? Excuse me. Superman is one of your most popular characters, so you put him on the CW and in movies, but on the one service I actually have to pay for, I don't get Superman. Excuse me. And Wonder Woman, she can't get her own TV show unless she's a tokenized character. So they change her race. I mean, to be honest, I have no idea what's happening with DC Future State, but I have no idea if those are the same characters or if they're different characters with the same code names and stuff. I know Batman is a different one, but way before I knew anything about this Brazilian Wonder Woman, she's popping up on a TV show in the Arrowverse. I was like, who the fuck is that? So the only reason we're able to get a Wonder Woman TV show in the CW is because they changed her race. Or ethnicity or whatever. And I'm just very fucking confused what their priorities are. I think DC's decisions have shown a lack of confidence in what they can do, and a lack of confidence in their characters. It's stupid to me, right? I don't get it. Um, and then you take my least favorite thing is when you take characters out of an existing universe to put them in your shitty movie and then you cancel the shitty movie. Deathstroke appeared at the end of Justice League, so he couldn't be in the Arrowverse. And because they were going to do something with him in Ben Affleck's Batman movie. So Ben Affleck's Batman movie gets canceled. They don't do anything with Deathstroke ever, but he can't be put back in the Arrowverse. He can, however, be put on Titans, which is fucking weird and strange. I don't fucking understand. And you know what? The worst thing is, if Deathstroke was going to be the big bad for Titans Season 2, which he was, if they had suddenly decided to make that movie happen again, start production, they'd have had to rush through their Deathstroke plotline because he would have been taken out of that universe too. And then, Deathstroke wouldn't be in an abyss, but he'd be yanked back and forth between DC TV and DC movies. I say DC just cancel their slate of shows or their slate of movies and make a merger into one. They cancel all upcoming new shows and they keep their old ones around until they've run their course. And then once they're done, they make a merger, and DC movies and TVs are run by the same people, and they do what Marvel does. Marvel has a world of possibilities. They're basically saying anything can happen on our Disney Plus shows. You could get if Iron Man were still alive, you'd have Iron Man running around. You can have Hawkeye coming around. You can have the Incredible motherfucking Hulk show up in WandaVision. I don't know if he will or not. And then again, WandaVision is a TV show about the characters from the fucking movies. But no, Batman, no, he can't appear on TV whatsoever. I mean, boy, you fucking know, if Batman were in Disney's hands and he had a fucking TV show, he would be selling like fucking hotcakes. Selling like fucking hotcakes. They'd make so much fucking money. Just look where the company of WB is versus, or WB and AT&T versus Disney and Marvel. Just look where they're at. Two drastically different approaches. Who is your favorite Marvel character of all time? Say it. I guarantee you they're getting a movie. Or they're getting a TV show, I mean. Did you say Kamala Khan? Did you say Hawkeye? Did you say the Incredible Hulk? Did you perhaps say Spider-Man? Wolverine? Cyclops? Did you say fucking War Machine or Iron Man? I guarantee you, at some point, they will get a TV show. Or they will at least be featured on one. Now, I guess, right now, dead characters are out of the question. Do you like Falcon and Winter Soldier? Well, guess what? They're fucking headlining a series. Oh, what's that? You like Moon Knight? Well, he's getting a series. But do you want, Superman, Wonder Woman? Do you want the fucking Justice League Trinity? Well, that's too fucking bad. You're not getting any of those characters in a TV show. You want the fucking Avengers to have TV shows? Well, most of them probably will. Dude, I'm just fucking saying. I guarantee you down the line, or down the road, we will see Iron Man in a Disney Plus series. Maybe he'll be in the suit, and maybe you won't hear him talking. You'll just see him fly by. That is good enough for fucking me, honestly. And that's good enough to prove my point. Because you're not going to see Batman swinging by on a grappling hook in a DC series. Are you? Like, what's the deal? Like, if it seems like I'm a DC hater nowadays, that's just because the brand has just fucking... Almost every decision they make pisses me off because they just don't care about the people who want their content. They basically spit in their face and then, you know, they make shitty movies and then they're like, oh, people didn't like our movie? Well, it's obviously their fault. I mean, they tried to fucking start a fucking civil war over... What was it, BVS or... I can't remember if it was Batman vs. Superman, Suicide Squad, or Justice League. It was one of those movies. They were like, well, it's for the fans, not the critics. They tried to fucking start a civil war between the fan base. Let's be honest. Let's keep it a buck 78,000.
He's wounded. Speak one of the thugs Alfred fought upstairs.
So...
Professional grade camera. Probably came from the Gazette's office. Stairs leading up. Cement walls. We're in a basement. It's starting to look at things that might give us some clues.
So yeah,
Okay, looks like we've seen all there is to see.
don't get me wrong, I'm looking forward to everything that,
You got it.
that DC is producing currently, but I just think they could do a lot more. And, well, I'm not super fond of WB, to be honest with you. I like DC, I hate WB, and I hate AT&T, honestly. Like, come on. As companies, you know, I guess I'll support them by supporting DC, but I mean, come on. Their idiotic decisions just, Dude, fucking... Who's your favorite MCU villain?
So the house was built in 1945.
Outside of Thanos.
That's a big lead.
I guarantee you I'm going to guess it.
We are gonna.
I'm guessing 20% of you said Red Skull.
You got it.
40% of you said probably Killmonger. And then the rest of you said Loki.
What's that outside? Give me a second.
Well, guess what?
They're by a bus stop.
No word yet on Red Skull. Or
I think we have enough to pinpoint a location.
Killmonger. But I wouldn't put it past them on either of those coming back. But Loki, he's getting a show on Disney Plus. Who's your favorite DC villain? The Joker? The Reverse Flash? Well, actually, the Reverse Flash, that's a bad example. The Joker? Bane? Mr. Freeze? Lex Luthor? I guarantee you they're not getting a series.
Corner store. Seems unlikely.
Doomsday? Well, Doomsday's not getting a fucking series. That's a fact. What's he gonna do? Chronicle, like, be like a fucking Transformers movie where he's just an unstoppable force? Dude, actually, it'd be so cool if we got to see, like, a series. Fuck it, I'm not giving them ideas. They're just gonna take it and not give me royalties. So, you know, later.
What is that?
Something I almost didn't get to finish because of Penguin. It's the most advanced version yet.
Lady Arkham will have no idea what I've got up these sleeves. Well done, Lucius.
So, here I am, taking a massive shit. Alright? Yes, that's how we're gonna open up the video. And I had this sheer thought of fucking brilliance. Here was gonna be the best fucking thing anyone could have ever imagined. It was a combination of a video I was watching and some dialogue found in Star Wars Battlefront 2. I cannot link it in the description because by the time I make this video, I'll probably have forgotten all about the video. So sorry, but just look up hero banter. Let me specifically look up which one it is. Cat, it's cold as fuck out here. What are you doing? Battlefront 2 hero. Oh, it says heroes ranked. I thought it said naked. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Hero banter. I think it's one of the ones on the thumbnail. It is episode 15 from Undead Pathfinder. So anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, so episode 15, the yada yada yada. I gotta make sure it was 15 now. No, I don't. So sheer brilliance. I got interrupted again, it's fine. So sheer brilliance, right? A movie about the duality of Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. Now, the problem I was having at first is I kind of want this to be a video game as well, but they probably won't adapt it to a video game, unfortunately. I suppose if you do a game like Lego Star Wars or Battlefront, let's just do a Battlefront game that tackles all of the movies. Boom, roll it. And hopefully this is one of the movies. Or maybe it's a Disney Plus series. I don't really give a fuck. I just want it, and I want it now. But basically, here's what I'm thinking. It's 2 years of Vader being Vader, right? And so he's already like sort of, he's done a lot of atrocious things. He's already, in Vader's he's already in Vader mode, right? But maybe every now and then he feels like a pull to the light, and so he thinks, is what I'm doing really the right thing? And anytime he has those thoughts, or at the very least anytime he shows that, anytime he's visibly having some of those thoughts, maybe Palpatine picks up on it and he zaps the shit out of him. That would be awesome. And so gradually Hannah, get in here. Hannah. I don't need cats running in and out here, just pick one. Hannah. Alright, well, I am closing this door if no one's going to use it. Now, anyways, the idea is, so, like, Anakin is slowly being phased out of Vader's personality, but, he persists. And he maybe says, like, so Anakin persists. Darth Vader's struggling to keep him out. So we go into Vader's mind to have like a battle of the minds. And or a battle between like personalities. So one phases the other out. So like they're in the Jedi Temple. It's Order 66. And all of the Jedi are being killed off. And maybe we have some deaths that are not legit, but deaths that Vader thinks has occurred. And so we see that, he assumes Ahsoka is dead. So we see a bunch of stormtrooper or clone troopers closing in on Ahsoka and shooting her while they're in the Jedi Temple. And then when Anakin gets cornered by a bunch of clones, he kills all of them. And then we see Vader come in the room, and then we see Anakin versus Vader. And after Anakin deals a lot of damage to Vader, the tables, or like, he turns the tables on him, right? And so then Vader gets back up, beats Anakin. Maybe he kills him, maybe he, or maybe he like cuts off a few limbs. But, after their epic lightsaber fight in the temple, it's just silence. And then Anakin, let's say he either comes back up or, his body disappears and Anakin reforms behind Vader. And he says, no matter how many times you try to get rid of me, I'll always be a part of you. And then, Vader, finally kills him again. Chops off his head or does something, visibly damaging. And so Vader will say, we'll see about that. And, so, Anakin is right. So, Vader is right. There's a comic book where he says, basically, that Vader cornered him in the Jedi Temple during Order 66 and killed him. Boom. Technically, that's true. And, then maybe, when... Now that gives, that sort of, empowers, in my opinion, the ending of Return of the Jedi. So, then you have, ow, shit, ow, fuck. So the ending of Return of the Jedi, where, whoa, that was gibberish, Return of the Jedi, where, Vader turns on Palpatine, and then Anakin is brought back. So, Anakin was always a part of him, no matter how hard he tried to suppress it. I think that movie, or Disney Plus series, would be fucking awesome. I don't know what you call it if it's a Disney Plus series, but easily just have the final spin-off movie of Star Wars, the final spin-off in the trilogy of spin-offs at least. Just Vader, a Star Wars story. And then you can do that in a game, because now there's a 2-year window for you to work with, right? Assuming the movie doesn't show any of that. I hope it doesn't. That not only humanizes Vader, but in my opinion, now he's even more menacing. Right? If I'm wrong, you guys let me know, please, because, this is one of those things that'll either ruin Star Wars or make it better. And I'm kind of split on what I think the result would be. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. Alright, laundry, we got a new washer and stuff, so hopefully it's not too loud. Can you guys hear me fine? Cool. So, I was talking to my dad and my mom, and they agreed with everything I said until the final thing. And I got this from a Captain Midnight video. Basically, let's just pretend I didn't give an introduction, and we'll just go into the questions. If you're framed for murder, you're expected to show up at trial. If you're at trial, you're expected to have a lawyer. Guess who's a lawyer? Matt Murdock. Guess who's been framed for murder? Spider-Man. Daredevil confirmed for Spider-Man 3. The fuck? That's all I'm saying, guys. Think about it. Daredevil confirmed. You know what? Let's take this shit a step further. If you're branded a murderer, you're considered a criminal. You know who punishes criminals and lives only a block away from Spider-Man? The Punisher. Punisher confirmed for Spider-Man 3. So I've seen how some Democrats, not all, not most, but some, act. And I know firsthand, I've seen how Republicans can tend to get a little riled up over politics. So I suspect a war is coming. So anyways, I suspect a war is coming. And, yeah, I feel like riots. I've already seen some people get riled up when I'm at work. And now that things are no longer going Trump's way, and Biden seems to be winning, next time I go to work, I'm just going to be careful, I suppose. I noticed a few customers that were regulars that don't normally have anything on them have been bringing guns with open carry, and someone else mentioned concealed carry. So that's their right to do, obviously. I have no problem with that. But when they weren't doing that before, and then the election happens, and now they're doing it, that gets me a little worried. It's like, oh, fuck. So, I don't know, man. I've mapped out good escape routes at work and identified a lot of things that we use as weapons, so I'm just going to be careful next time. But, yeah. There are already people predicting people, like, groups armed with assault rifles are going to start rioting and shit. So, yeah. So, yeah, this is gonna suck, I think. I know that this is gonna happen either way, but I heard it's gonna be much worse if, Trump didn't win. And it doesn't seem like he's going to. So, this isn't my, like, well, if you haven't voted yet, you should vote for Trump, because that's not how that works. I'm pretty sure voting period's up. I'm just saying, like, shit's happening. People at work are talking about it. So. Yeah, that's gonna be something, isn't it? I'll update you if anything ever actually happens. Work starts tomorrow for me, so at this point, so. Yeah. Later, guys.